you signed this, by the way?
Sorry, what?
Triple H's birthday card. Totally forgot to send it.
The big 5-0.
Yeah, put a Greg's voucher in there for him.
He'll like that. He'll like that. Loves the carbs.
He loves his carbs. Hi, I'm Tom Campbell from Cultaholic.com, joined by Adam Pacitti for a brand new week. Let's get some wrestling news. A top NXT superstar is set to return very soon. Which legend has WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley called out? And has Corey Graves made a grave mistake on Twitter? Find out soon. So this list turned up over the weekend of inactive WWE wrestlers, which doesn't sound interesting on the outside, but you dig into it, Adam Pacitti, and you will see the name Tommaso Ciampa and an expected return date of mid-August. Ciampa's coming back, baby.
This is big news.
We haven't seen anything of Tommaso Ciampa since March, just before NXT TakeOver.
But still, this seems sooner than I thought it would be. I wasn't expecting him back until like early next year, maybe this is the first takeover of the year, maybe even WrestleMania weekend takeover next year. This is it has to be said, an inactive WWE roster list from WWE. It's an internal document that wasn't meant to be seen, that's been obtained somehow by, I think, Fightful. So just huge. I don't want to have a go at NXT TV because it's still absolutely great, but it does feel like there's been something missing with Ciampa not being there.
Well, they put the brakes on everything that they were planning, and they suddenly had to do some drastic rewriting. And to be fair, Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole have filled the gap beautifully. Like it says a lot for the writing and the star power of NXT that something as dramatic as one of your main guys who you built your company around going away a week before the biggest show that you're putting on, they still manage just to keep putting out these incredible shows. And now Ciampa's coming back. It's a case of whether they pick up exactly where they left off, whether they rewrite it, do something completely different. I think Ciampa and Gargano have still got one more match to have.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe with Cole involved, in fact. I'm struggling to get too excited for Cole Gargano 3. I will say that. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be an amazing match. The other two matches have been amazing also, but now seems like a great time for Ciampa to be coming back. And it sort of suggests that maybe we'll even see him at NXT TakeOver Toronto. Not wrestling, but that seems like a very good time to bring him back if he's ready for the middle of August. Do something big, have him attack whoever the champion may be at the end of the night, whatever. Get him back in there, get everybody's eyes on him. I'm so excited for this. Ciampa is one of the best heels in the business. He's just I don't need to explain how great Ciampa is, do I? He's Tommaso Ciampa.
The only thing they truly missed out on is selling custom Tommaso Ciampa crutches on WWE Shop.
Imagine the shipping, especially to the UK.
Imagine taking them through customs. What are they? Oh, they're the crutches of my favourite wrestler. Weird, isn't it?
I'm a boring man. My mind immediately went to shipping and custom charges. When you're making a funny joke and I'm just a wanker. Sorry.
You okay, hon? Inbox me. So also from this leaked inactive list from the WWE that your eyes and my eyes weren't meant to see and now they're tainted and burned is Bobby Lashley. Now Bobby, not injured, but just on the inactive list. We last saw Bobby on July 15th episode of Monday Night Raw. He was in that #1 Contenders Battle Royal and then poof! Into an almighty puff of smoke, he disappeared.
Second man eliminated, if I remember correctly, from that match. And yeah, we've not seen him since. He had the match with Braun at Extreme Rules, which was 10 times better than I thought it was going to be. That was fantastic.
It was a Falls Count Anywhere match sponsored by Fitbit. They went up and down that venue. It was incredible.
I don't mind this too much. I think a lot of people are going to be really bothered because there are a lot of superstars who are off, who should be used on TV, who want to be used on TV. Luke Harper springs to mind, obviously, immediately. And there are plenty of others as well. However, if you don't have anything creatively for someone, and I'm not saying it's quite easy to write for Bobby Lashley, I would argue, but if you don't have anything creatively, I'd rather see him not on TV than just losing pointless matches or involved in storylines that don't matter at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I totally get it. You'd rather him be there when there's a reason for him to be there. I feel that also we and most of the wrestling community, we tend to give Impact a little dig in the ribs quite a lot for stuff, but one thing they did do was they made Bobby Lashley look like a star, so much so that the WWE wanted him back. And I don't think they've been able to capture the magic that Impact did with Bobby Lashley.
Have they really managed that with anyone apart from AJ Styles. The comment section's going to be going mad immediately, but like EC3 goes straight there. I guess, Rockstar Spud, Drake Maverick, they're doing something with now, but it's taken a while. Is there anyone else that they've really succeeded in making bigger than they were in Impact? Kurt Angle, there you go. Impact original, Kurt Angle.
The other thing with Bobby Lashley was he's flipped and flopped a little bit about what he wants to do. Back in April, he did an interview where he said, I'm keen to get back into MMA and I want to do that after SummerSlam. So I thought maybe that was why he was on the inactive list. Yeah, if you look on his Twitter, last week it was his birthday, and he was tweeting saying, thank you for all my birthday messages. Oh, by the way, Paul Heyman, I want a match with Brock Lesnar. So make up your mind, Bob, mate. What are you doing? So Trish Stratus is on SmackDown Live tomorrow night in a special one-off edition of the King's Court with Jerry Lawler. Had this been 19 years before, we'd expect 20 minutes of him screaming about puppies as soon as Trish Stratus walked out. But we live in evolved times, and that probably isn't going to happen. But Trish is coming to SmackDown, we believe, to set up a match with Charlotte Flair for SummerSlam. But a WWE Women's Champion on the blue brand has thrown a spanner in the proverbial works, Adam Pacitti.
Yes. She's buried her opponent here. So Bayley has challenged Trish Stratus. She's just got she's got a match with Ember Moon coming up for the title at SummerSlam, but she's just gone basically, no, that's not good enough. I want old Trish back. Well, she said it would be a dream come true to wrestle Trish Stratus, and it would just elevate the champion to where I want it to be. Sorry, Ember. To where it needs to be, to where it deserves to be. So Tuesday, Trish, I'm calling you out. I'd rather see, I love Ember Moon as well, but I'd rather see Bayley defend the title against Trish rather than just give Charlotte the match for seemingly no reason, just to get Charlotte on the card.
Whether you got to bear in mind that in the timeline, they've yet to announce they're doing Charlotte versus Trish.
Yes.
That's the assumption. Rumor and innuendo that suggests that's going to happen. But we know that Bayley's got a date with Ember Moon at SummerSlam. Who knows, like the tangled web we weave here, Adam Pacitti, we could easily see maybe Bayley get that match with Trish as a way to sort of shake Trish's ring rust, which is bad to go, let's get you back to fighting shape, let's put you in with the champion. Seems a bit peculiar, but whatevs. What if, right, I'm going to throw out some ideas for how WWE should book it. Maybe we do, so Bayley and Trish have the match. Ember attacks.
Heel Ember, I'd love to see Heel Ember.
Yeah.
Heel Ember's great, yeah.
That completely sort of, and if Ember takes the whole legit beef around the fact of, hang on, you're calling her out and you're facing me. What are you doing? Or have Charlotte come out, attack them. I don't think a four-way would do any good. I feel like that it needs to be a singles match with Trish. I feel like if you put it in a four-way...
Who are you going to give the rub to? With your booking there, you're giving the rub to Ember Moon. I don't think they'd ever do that. I wouldn't be anti it at all. But they're going to give the rub to Charlotte or maybe Bayley. It's not going to be Ember.
Yeah.
It sucks. It really does, because Ember's great.
Ember's brilliant. I'd love it if she just came and just give both Trish and Bayley the Eclipse. Yeah. Or, but that's my silly booking head. But yeah, Bayley calling out. I would say as well, I really like Bayley. I really do. But the promo that she did to call out Trish, watch it. It doesn't exude star power.
No, she doesn't.
It doesn't, and I love Bayley to death. It just felt a bit clumsy.
And that's part of her charm, It must be said that's part of her character, that she's not like the most confident on the mic. If she was just the most charismatic, running down everyone, it wouldn't work with her character. But I watched one the other day. I think it was she was announcing some matches or promoting the WWE Japan show. This is like a month ago now. She's really from the auto cue, but it was not good. You're right. It's very difficult to be engaged with her when she's talking. Give the rub to Ember.
Let's talk in. Let's see them have a match. Bayley and Trish, actually it'd be quite a good match. Actually.
Oh yeah.
They could do nice things. Sending best wishes to NXT star Karen Q, who was on the NXT road trip circuit over the weekend, going up and down the country. Broke her leg.
This was nasty. I saw the video of this, and it was just a horrible thing to watch. It cut almost as soon as the injury actually occurred, but she goes for the Northern Lights suplex. Got like a bridged pin, and then somebody comes in to break up the pin, jumps on her, and you just see her leg. Absolutely horrible stuff.
How does it rate on the Sid Viciousometer?
The camera angle was very forgiving, fortunately.
Okay.
Like Sid, you see everything. So this is like a 2 out of 5 on the sidometer.
Okay,
but it's still not. It's still a broken leg in a wrestling ring.
Sorry, Karen, it's just a 2 on the sidometer. But all being considered, she's okay. She tweeted a picture of her coming out of hospital with a leg in a cast, in a wheelchair, and while she was in ER, she watched Suicide Squad with Road Dogg.
Good choice.
Just a fun, what, Road Dogg or Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad, not Road Dogg. Guy's a nutter.
Get well soon, Karen Q. You made a grave mistake, Corey. Not my words, the words of the voiceover on Ross's WTF moments. Because Corey may have made a grave mistake on Twitter, Adam Pacitti.
I don't think he has. I think he's speaking the truth. Go on.
Okay, so Corey Graves got Twitter happy on Sunday morning and tweeted the following. How to get on WWE TV in 2019. 1. Send a mean tweet to someone else on the roster. 2. Nope, that's it. That's how it works now, I guess.
I could talk about this for days because I find the Twitter beef between people, it's very rarely good and makes a feud better. It's almost always cringing. You just think, oh, come on, this doesn't work. But he has got a really good point here. I don't know if he's drunk and going to delete these tweets again, but he's completely right. It's a testament to how poor some of the booking and the writing has been, that people feel that they need to do that because people aren't getting exposure on TV, but it does feel like people just go out there for themselves and set stuff up. It must be a nightmare. I remember WCPW, I'm not going to name any names here, but people used to do this. They would tweet this and say, oh, I'm coming for you, and it's like, well, no, that's not the programme. That's not what,
that's not what we're doing, mate.
At all. So it must be even more frustrating when you're on like a global company like WWE, and yeah, it must be a nightmare.
Well, this is why they're bringing in this whole new department, I think. Well, there's part of it because, so this is something we talked about on the news a week or so ago, where they're bringing in a brand new department, sort of like brand development. So the whole plan being that somebody oversees the social media activity and sort of the outside WWE activity of their performers. And part of that is from a social media capacity. I think it's to sort of curb some of this sort of Twitter booking that a lot of them do. And also, and as you say, the big thing is it's not so much that they're going into business for themselves. It can be a bit cringe. Like Becky Lynch very much set a bar very, very high in terms of how to carry a feud and how to write for Twitter. Everybody else seems to just be going, well, you smell and I want to match with you. Quote retweet. Well, yeah, I've got money. How about you? And it just come on now. Let's stop being silly.
The only way that they can work is when they break kayfabe. We saw it with Carmella and Lacey Evans, I think it was, and Carmella said, "Well, you're the only new female who's got a push this year." And it's like, okay, so let's break that. That's out of character. That's cool. That might set up a match down the line. But I just want to see more in character stuff, and that's the problem with Twitter as a whole. Is that one tweet you're in character, you're healing it up, or you're being a top babyface, and the next you're doing some like drunken Corey Graves bollocks or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just all over the place. It's very difficult to invest when character motivations change because of who you are. You don't want to be a nasty person on Twitter. Share that charity link, whatever. But you're brawn straight. It doesn't matter.
I'm a big fan of those Twitter accounts from wrestlers that are like, I'm gonna beat up Knuckles Johnson in the cage Sunday. Be there at the social media club. And the next tweet is, just been to the tip.
Yeah, right.
That's your latest. I haven't got an outro. Here's Adam Pacitti in an ill-fitting t-shirt.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.